All right, guys, so what we're gonna do is we're in the park again today. I wanted to do something where we show kind of what you can do if you have minimal equipment. So I actually don't have a whole lot of equipment at my house. So I have tubing and some handles, right? So I wanted to show you like, all right, in this scenario, what would I do? How would I train somebody? There's actually a ton of things you can do, so this is gonna be a cool one. Let me take you through some exercises and get your brain thinking. Meter on there. So I'm going to attach it. Maybe I'll change the height of the attachment point, and then that will change the direction of the exercise, right? So you'll see how easy this is to change everything up. So when we warm up, we're not going to go fast yet, right? My big thing with stuff like this is speed is always going to come once we're really warm and we're ready to go. So until we're there, we're not going to really do anything that crazy, right? So what I'm going to do is just go through some hip warm-ups and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go. That was just for your hips, and a more like dynamic warm-up. First starting on the outsides on the abductors with the hip abduction, and then I like to go down and put into the dynamic activities, proprioception base. So when your foot hits the floor, it's got to react to, oh, what do I need to do to stabilize this situation? And then do it until we get to a point of a little fatigue. So it's got some applicability to gameplay, where we see a lot of ACL injuries is perturbation. So someone being hit while tired. So something like that, you kind of want to, you don't want to burn it out because it's a warm-up, but you do want to get something out of it. So, okay, so we did a couple of warm-up reps on some different exercises at 2 different levels. Now what we're going to do is start putting some speed into it. This is where you'll start to see me actively rotate. I love the band because if you say you want to do med ball work or something where you're usually releasing it, you don't have to go chase it. You can actually accelerate into the band pretty good. That's why they're so useful. So let me show you a couple exercises. I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to put it at about my shoulder level, maybe a little lower than it, so when I'm down in my split stance, it's not above me. But what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna do a little step and press like this. Good. I'll take a little bigger step, a little more speed, and then I'm gonna do a little skip, right? So I'll step and press, step and press, step and press. We'll say one more, step and press. Now I'm gonna go down into it. Come back a little quicker. One more time. Now I'm going to do a little skip. So I'll go up, step and press. And I'm trying to push forward. Up, step and press. One more time. Up. Okay, so you can see I'm generating a lot of power, right? So we'll go rotational. Fixing the pantalones. My lateral work too. So I'm going here like this, guys. And I'm going to reach and throw. So it'll look like this. I'll just do a couple. I'll do the lean, right? So I'm not leaning my torso. I'm pushing with my legs, right? I'll reach with that same lean. I'm gonna kill it. Okay, so you see how I go from like a low speed to a medium speed to a high speed, right? Just to kind of work it up as I'm ready, but there's no problem accelerating hard through the band, so great tool. Okay, we're not gonna go into a whole lot of jumping today, but I had a couple of things that I like to do with a medicine ball that actually really work well with a band. Winding up the hips, right? So warming up this stuff, making sure we have good internal rotation of our hips on both sides is really important. So one thing that I like with a med ball, say before I do some lateral bounds, right, is I like to go and I like to wind up with some wall throws, but just like a single leg RDL. I bring the ball outside my body, I let my hip wind, and then I come out of the hip and I try to stand up and be stable. Rubber band will pull you right into your hip just like a med ball's momentum would, right? So I'll stand here, I'll do 8, and then I'll show you the lateral bounce. So I'll do about 5 of them, and then you'll get it immediately. So I'm here, I'm gonna wind up like this, like I was gonna throw. I'll throw, you can put your foot down or just come through. Here. I let the band wind me up. I don't let my big toe come off. I don't let my ankle roll, right? I just come here, I load it, bang, load it, bang. Right, so now check me out. I loaded my hip. I'm gonna go off the same hip and I'm gonna do lateral bounce. Like this. Here. Just like I had my band, right? Here, over. Right, so see, I can work on patterning, I can work on power, and all I had was a rubber band and some space. The last little kind of 3-step series is going to be moving backwards, but it's a step in a row. It's very similar to the one that we do with the step in the press. It even's got a skip for all you who like that skip. So it's going to go here forward, and then you're going to step and pull at the same time. Right? You see the other one we were pushing like this? We're pushing. And this one we're pushing. So it's the same thing, just going different, right? Here, step and pull, step and pull, getting a good counter reach, bang. Then we're gonna step down, stick it, a little faster, and then we're gonna do your favorite. Skip. Skip, up, down. So same side as the holding arm. We go up, up, we land, and push, right? So it's here, up, push, up, right? So you can see we have all kinds of options. If you're stuck with the band and a fence, you're good. All right, so what we're gonna do, guys, is I'm a genius, so I doubled my band up and now it's 2 times as strong, right? So we're gonna do some split squats with the band running from down. We talked about it in the beginning, but what this does, it forces you to be on your front leg. When we're in a split stance, believe it or not, this is one of the lowest, basically lowest force demands for any single leg activity there is. Believe it or not, this is where you produce the most force, standing up. So we wanna keep you on your front leg. We got a low band, right? We're gonna go down, we're just gonna do 5 lunges with a little hold, and then we're gonna push with our front leg. So I'm down, get a little further, I go down, hold it, and I'm gonna push. Down, really loading, and I'm gonna push. Down, holding, push. 2 more. Last one. Right? So a big thing in sports is isometric strength to concentric. So I want to work on holding and then pushing really hard out of it, okay? Very few exercises that work the upper body as totally as a push-up. Okay, I know it's not popular or cute, but the band's awesome because when we want to accelerate, if we're pretty light, say like in a push-up, you'll be able to accelerate to the point where your hands leave the floor, right? So then it becomes a plyometric action. Maybe we're not ready for it. Maybe your wrist can't take it. Maybe it's contraindicated for your athlete. So what I like to do is just do a banded push-up, important for me is how I do the band. So I'm here, I wrap it, I go under my armpit. All right, I don't want to go over my shoulder because I do not want to wear this thing around my neck. All right, and so all I do is go into a push-up position just like this. All right, it's under my armpit, it can't slip. And then I'm gonna do a 1.5, right? So I go down, I push up halfway, I hold it, down smooth, and then I throw it. All right, down, hold it, down, throw it, down, hold, down. We'll do 2 more, we'll do another good set of 5. Down, hold it, down, kill it. Last one, down, hold, down. So you can see I can keep that really explosive nature, and I didn't have to jump, I didn't have to do 10 push-ups. So I hope you enjoy all the little band stuff, guys. I hope this gave you some stuff to think about. And yeah, if you have any questions, hit us in the comments section. Subscribe to the channel so when we put these things up, you get to see them, and we'll keep building.